You're watching Good Day Austin on Fox 7.
Well, the Trump administration has worked on a revised travel ban, so to speak, which is set to take effect tomorrow, March 16th. Here to talk a little bit about that and some other issues surrounding it, Robert Logren, an immigration attorney who joins us from time to time. We appreciate it, sir.
Thank you for having me.
Real quick, just let's get into some of the fundamental differences, if there are any, at this second attempt at a travel ban.
Well, this new travel ban takes out many of the objections that the states raised as to the primary travel ban. It does not apply to lawful permanent residents. Those are people who have been here for many years and have what's called a green card and have a right to remain in the United States. So they're specifically excluded from this executive order. It also doesn't go into effect immediately. It gave this many weeks of run-up to the current situation. It goes ahead and drops Iraq. I think there were political discussions about how many of the individuals coming from Iraq who are being barred were people who had been helping the U.S. military, and so that did not look good politically. So Iraq was stripped from the current executive order. So there are those changes. It's a more tightly worded executive order.
You were basically cleaned up, basically, right, and kind of done in a way that wasn't so rushed. Because, again, the issue is such a hot-button issue, but there's just also a way to go about things regardless of your position you take on this.
Right. The first executive order came out very shortly after the president, I think it's January, late January, so within a week or thereabouts of his inauguration, and it was thrown together. And basically, what I understand is that the original 7 countries that identified were part of a memo from the Obama administration that we have difficulty getting information from these countries. So the administration seized upon that, said, good enough for us, we'll slap this together and get something out. And then the issue about banning refugees or holding the refugee process up, that was thrown together very quickly.
Yeah, so again, it was shot down. The administration got back to work with their attorneys, and now this is ready to go into effect on March 16th. It is facing challenges, though, again, from Hawaii first and several other states following. Do they have the same grounds to fight on that some of the states did the first time around? Or what does that fight look like?
We think that this is exactly why the first order was withdrawn. The second one was put forward is because the first order was held up by not only a federal judge in Seattle, Washington, but also the Ninth Circuit, including a Republican judge on a panel who said that there's just too many defects with this order to go forward. So specifically reading from the decision of those judges, the administration struck out those issues that were problematic. Now you have lawsuits in Hawaii, you have a new lawsuit again in Seattle, and you have one in Maryland, all 3 of which I believe have hearings today. So going to the issue of will this go into effect 1 minute after midnight tonight, there are 3 opportunities for injunctions, one from Hawaii, one from Seattle, and one from Maryland. And I think the issue there is Hawaii is claiming Hawaii is a tremendous tourism state. They're saying this is going to cost them millions in tourism without an effective result. They're saying it's going to keep professors and students away from their schools. And lastly, it's just dissuading. It's a ban or impacting disproportionately Muslims and allowing Muslims who live in Hawaii not to have their family and friends visit them.
So again, 3 chances for this not to be in effect before it would set to go.
Yeah. The odds, it seems, that are high that 1 out of 3, or maybe 3 out of 3, or 2 out of 3, we should get some injunctions today. We're hopeful.
We'll be watching on that, and certainly have more on that going forward. We appreciate your insights as always.
Thank you very much.
We'll be right back.